Am I the asshole for switching to regular milk to prove my lactose intolerant roommate keeps stealing from me? Me and two other guys share an apartment together and we split all the bills. The only thing we don't split costs on is groceries. Everyone's in charge of buying their own food and we don't touch whatever doesn't belong to us in the fridge. We put our names on everything so no one gets mixed up. The issue has been going on almost a year and I'm sick of it. One of my roommates, R, keeps stealing my food. I get home from work and containers with my leftovers are sometimes missing. They have my name written on them. Or my stuff finishes too quick. My gallon of milk, for example. I buy almond milk because I like the taste. But it seems to finish after a week even though I've only drank once or twice. I confronted R about this lots of times and that's caused a lot of arguments. He outright denies it and tells me I'm crazy even though it's so obvious. My other roommate and I carpool together because we both work the same early morning shifts around the same area, so I know it's not him. It's always after we get back home and R's already left for work that I notice my food's gone. My roommates also had similar problems but not as often as I do. I'm guessing because R doesn't like what he buys. The funny thing is, R buys a lot for himself and is even more stingy about his food. He will literally point out what's his when he comes back from grocery shopping and tell us not to touch it. Last week, my milk was nearly empty again and I got fed up. I went to the liquor store and bought regular dairy milk. I drank what was left of my almond milk and refilled the gallon with the one I had bought. This was to catch/prove R is the one stealing since he's lactose intolerant. The next day, Saturday, we got back from work and R is pissed. He yelled at me that he was stuck in the bathroom for 40 minutes with diarrhea because of my milk. He was using it to make a shake. I only responded with, "So then you're the one who's been stealing?" He freaking exploded. Yeah, he did. In the bathroom. At work. Multiple times. Yeah, he admitted he was sometimes drinking my milk and eating my food, but he was more mad that I switched milks than the fact that he was caught. I told him I wouldn't have done it if he had just stopped taking my stuff from the fridge or at least told the truth instead of trying to make it seem like I was making it up. My roommate backed me up and thought it was kind of funny he got a payback for stealing from us. It's a little tense right now and my roommate told me R is trying to convince him to agree to kick me out. Little does he know we're both looking to move somewhere else because we are sick of his shit. His literal, lactose intolerant, regular milk fueled shit. I told some buddies what happened and a few think I was an asshole for that. I feel like I'm not in the wrong here. He was taking my food and not even owning up to it and I wanted to prove it. Does that make me the asshole? No, it doesn't make you the asshole because you asked several times and he denied several times so vividly that he tried to make you seem crazy for even saying it. If he hadn't stuck to his guns / the lie for so long and so hard, maybe you'd be the asshole here. But I have a feeling if that was the case and he hadn't just stuck to it that long, that this would have never happened. So he brought this on himself. He lied about it repeatedly, tried to make you out to be the crazy one for it repeatedly, and then he kept stealing repeatedly, and then you finally pulled this thing, and instead of just fessing up and being like, yeah, I got busted, he blames you for him having the screaming demon ring of fire at work. Boop. Dude just won like 7 asshole points in a row. Where does that put him on our ASCON scale? Let's see. ASCON 1 is no, you shouldn't have done that. You're a terrible human being. ASCON 2, definitely shouldn't have done that, but it doesn't make you a terrible person. ASCON 3, you probably should have approached that differently. ASCON 4, you probably could have approached that differently. Maybe you're an asshole, maybe you're not. OP doesn't fit anywhere in here in my book because he tried everything else. This was the last thing he could try. He had already checked all the other boxes down his list of things that weren't as stinky. But the roommate stuck to his story, and there had to be some kind of consequence for it. Pain creates change, right? He'll never steal from you again. He may be an asshole now, and he may be trying to get you kicked out, and he may just be a complete dick, but he's never going to steal from you again, is he? OP, not on the ASCON level scale at all. R, the roommate? Let's see. Where do we land here? I think because R lied so repeatedly and tried to use it against OP and make him seem crazy and still blames him even after all of this, I'm going to say ASCON 1 on OP's roommate. OP doesn't even touch the scale. OP's roommate is a shit-spraying ASCON 1. Take him out for ice cream to tell him you're sorry.